Hello friends, and welcome to another episode of Ask Britt Shit, where you, the rad people of the world, can ask me anything. Almost anything. Well, technically you can ask me anything, I just can't guarantee an answer. Per usual, I have my faithful Jack, and it's not too much Jack, because after this video I am going to drink more at a social gathering. So I have to take it a little light, but nonetheless, cheers to those of you 21 or older. Our first question comes from Travis Lee, and am I the only one who like holds their glass like this? Like, fuck handles, right? Fuck handles. Travis asks, I have a very good question for you. What is the one thing from an anime or video game that you'd love to live to do? Mine personally would love to enjoy turning into a Super Saiyan 3 and travel through the world or Sword Art Online. Or turning Super Saiyan in general. Well, Travis Lee, my favorite thing to do... You know, this might sound like a bullshit answer, but like honestly, what I would love to do is just like live in a video game. You know, whether it be Final Fantasy IX or... Like, let me rephrase that. I'd love to live in like an RPG video game. You know, I want to dungeon crawl. I want to defeat bosses. I want to like traverse like vast open lands and discover chests and loot monsters and, you know, that kind of stuff. Like, to me, that would be so fun. Which is one of the reasons why I've always said, like, if I could be transported into any game, it would be Ocarina of Time, because I feel like that has, like, a mix of everything I want, right? It has the dungeons, it has, like, the more in-depth temples, it has tons of exploration, like, heart containers to find, skulltulas to kill, and just, like, fish to fucking catch. I don't know, it just sounds awesome and rad, and that's what I would want to do, Travis Lee. God, I love Jack, but I hate when it like burns your eyeballs. You know, when you have like a cup that's so long and narrow that fumes just like... Anywho, our next question comes from Douglas Reiner, or Reiner, because it rhymes with Wiener. I won't make fun of your name, because I definitely do not have a last name that is normal. So, Douglas Reiner asks, what is your favorite type of pie? Of a very dirty answer to this question, but I will not use that answer because that is very, very inappropriate. Favorite type of pie? Okay, I like apple pie, but only when I have vanilla ice cream with it, and I need a buttload of whipped cream, and same goes for pumpkin pie. Like, I love me some pumpkin pie, but I need, like, 3 parts whipped cream, 1 part pumpkin pie. And, like, that's kind of how it goes for every other pie. Well, that's not true. I would say with apple pie, I can eat apple pie by itself. I don't need, you know, ice cream or whipped cream. Like, I don't really need it. It's just like, it's like a bonus, right? It's like, yay! Now it's even better than ever. Blackberry pie, I'm not a huge fan of. And I don't know what other kind of pies there are. Blueberry pie, I don't even freaking know. I don't bake. I don't bake. I just microwave shit. So whenever I, like, see a pie, I'm like, oh, that's a pie, that's a thing. Like, I just learned that rhubarb pie is a thing. I don't even know what the fuck rhubarb is. But hey, there you go. Our next question comes from Papa Ken Media. Considering your love for zombie lore, I have 2 questions. What is your favorite non-Resident Evil zombie game? And what is your favorite recent and classic zombie movie? Favorite non-Resident Evil zombie game? I would say my favorite non-Resident Evil zombie game is... this is hard. Dying Light, maybe? Dare I say it? I mean, I just beat it a couple days ago. So, yeah. But what I really liked about Dying Light is it created this... It did a really good job at creating this, like, tense atmosphere, you know, where it was very believable. And you knew there were survivors holed up in, like, these main towers. And you knew there were survivors holed up, like, throughout the city. You could, like, just be exploring and you would see a random apartment building with a makeshift... like blanket ladder, you know, where they would tie the blankets in knots and crawl down, and you could jump into that window and explore, and you would find, like, you know, remnants of that person's life before the outbreak. And that to me was really cool because I really like the survival aspects of survival horror games in general. Dead Island is fun, Dead Rising is fun, but Dying Light had more of that, like, serious tone, you know, had like a real, like, well-executed story. And yeah, that's funny because I literally just beat Dying Light a couple days ago. So now it's like already in my top non-Resident Evil zombie game. But then there's always Zombies Ate My Neighbors. That's a good, I can't choose. Why did you ask me this question? I would say my favorite current-ish zombie movie is Dawn of the Dead, the one that came out in 2004. Because that, you know, I always liked zombie stuff before then, but that was like kind of around the time where I was like ballsy enough to actually watch it. I think I was like, what, I was like 16 at the time? Yeah, so 15, 16. It's always still a little scary for me, but I was like, ooh. And all along I've always thought that, you know, if there was ever a zombie apocalypse, I would go somewhere like a mall. And to me, one of the most exciting aspects of zombie survival lore and all that crap is the survival aspect itself. You know, like, where are you gonna go? Like, where's the most strategic place to take refuge? And I've always thought that Costco would be the best place. And in an ideal world, yes, Costco would be the best place to take refuge. I mean, unlimited food supply, you can fucking sleep on the stacks of toilet paper if you wanted to. On the same token, I realized that Costco probably would not be readily available. So anyway, knowing that, I got a lot of like pleasure out of watching Dawn of the Dead and watching how they use them all to their advantage and would go through the stores and all that crap. You know, it's that feeling of like false security you have inside of an established building. So that was cool. Favorite classic? I'm gonna have to go with the original Night of the Living Dead. Nothing tops that, and I try to watch it at least once a year because it's just that amazing. Well, friends, it is about that time I wrap up so I can make my way to aforementioned social gathering where I can consume more whiskey. Have a fantastical rest of your day, and I will see you soon. Bye!